Hey everyone, in this episode I'm going to be taking you through how to choose your products, and then I'll show you what products we actually ended up going with. But before I do that, I just wanted to say, if you are liking this content, please subscribe to our channel. That would be really helpful for us, and I hope that everything you're seeing is helpful for you as well, and that you're enjoying it. So let's get stuck into it. So the first thing to figure out when you're renovating is to figure out what the purpose is. So are you renovating to sell? Are you renovating to move into? I'm gonna use our renovation as an example. So our purpose is that we're gonna move into this afterwards, but we don't plan on this being our forever home, so we still wanted it to sell well when we wanted to sell. That was then an indication that we should choose products that were generally pleasing to everyone, which meant that we then went with quite a neutral color palette. So that's just an example for you. The second thing you want to do is figure out what your budget is. So there are so many products out there. Some of them are cheaper, some of them are more expensive. You've just got to figure out what you can afford, so that then that can help you decide what route you want to go down. And then the fun begins and you can start collecting images. So a great place to start collecting images is Pinterest, or even magazines if you like to flick through things and cut it out. But you will see, as you start collecting images of things that inspire you, they actually will all have things that are in common. So for example, when I was creating this vision board for us, I found that it was quite bright. There were a lot of whites and a lot of wood and a touch of greenery, but it was quite neutral. So that really helped when I started to think about what colors we might go with when we were picking tiles, or even what textures we might go with in the kitchen. Would we do cabinetry that was completely white, or would we try to add a little bit of wood in there? And then these images will actually be really helpful when you start to style your place. You can then split up your vision board into rooms as well. So you could have a collection of images that are purely just for what you want your kitchen to look like, or purely for what you want your bathroom to look like. But if you keep going back to those vision boards that you have made, you will find the answer is always there. So for example, if you're looking at a wall of tiles in a showroom and you're like, I don't even know where to start, whip out your vision board. You will see on your vision board that you are naturally drawn to a particular shape of tile or color of tile. And it's such an easy choice. You're just like, okay, that is what I'm interested in. I'm gonna zero in and decide on something similar. So then you would start to go to showrooms and collecting samples. So you wanna see things physically. That will really help. So what we did, it was in the middle of COVID. So we actually started getting samples sent to us first. And so you can touch them, you can see them with your eyes. Of course you can see them with your eyes, like you can see them in real life. And then you can start putting them next to each other to see if this floor tile goes well with this wall tile, or this cabinetry finish goes well with this splashback sample that we have. So then, once we had kind of zeroed in on a few of those products, we actually started going to see showrooms to see it all together. Like, places have full kitchens made up, they have walls of tiles that you can see. Definitely do a mixture of collecting your own samples and then seeing the showrooms in person. And then once you've kind of zeroed in on some specific products that you want to go with, you can then do what's called a flat lay, and you lay them out next to each other, all of your choices, just to check that they all fit well together. Your vision board is going to be your best friend again. So you just are always looking to your vision board to see if what you've chosen goes with the vibe. Because if you're happy with what you've got on your vision board, and that is dictating what you're choosing, you're going to be happy with what you've chosen. So I hope that all makes sense. Now I'm going to show you guys what we've chosen. I'm going to start you off with what we've chosen for the bathroom. So on the floor, we are doing this tile. I'm going to try and make it focus for you. We're doing this tile, which is not going to be this small. It's going to be 600 by 600 mils, which is quite a big tile, and it is like a travertine look tile. So this is all going over the bathroom floor and then up in the shower. This is from Tile Cloud. Actually, all of the tiles are from Tile Cloud. And then on the walls in the bathroom, we're doing this beautiful tile. I don't know if you can see there, it's like, it's not a perfect surface, which is exactly what we were going for. It's not going to be this square, it's going to be like a subway tile. So it's going to be about 30 centimeters, which might be like that tall and exactly this wide. So that's going actually over our bath and up on the walls, which is going to be beautiful and kind of a little bit textural once it's all up. And then our vanity, it's going to be this Tasmanian oak finish with a white bench top and an above counter basin. I think that's what you call it. Anyway, it's like a basin that's above, not built in, which is also white, and that's going to be a bit of like a centerpiece type thing. But the thing that I'm most excited about the bathroom is definitely the tapware. We've got all of our brushed brass tapware from ABI Interiors, and it's just such a nice design. Like, so this is going to go over the vanity, so there's this on either side and then this. And I love the color. I've always wanted to do brushed brass if I ever did a renovation, so this is like a dream come true. And then this humongous thing is our shower head. This was the one thing, or one of the things that James was like adamant on he wanted in the renovation, and to be honest, I was never gonna say no to a huge shower head, so that's gonna be amazing to have showers under. Let me take you through to the laundry. So we have this beautiful tile, also from Tile Cloud, and it is also 600 by 600, quite a big tile. And it is like a terrazzo look tile. We wanted to go with something a little bit more fun in the laundry because, let's be honest, doing laundry is actually quite boring. So just to like spice up the laundry a bit, but still neutral because we didn't want to go too crazy. And then the cabinetry is just going to be white, but of course brushed brass tapware over the sink, and then handles. Let's move on to the kitchen. The showstopper, most amazing part of our kitchen is definitely this guy. This is also from ABI Interiors, and it's huge and I love it, and it's just going to be like the centerpiece. It's literally going to be in the center of our kitchen. But yeah, it's beautiful, it's big, it's got filtered water and also hot and cold, so that is going to be amazing to work with. And then our cabinetry is going to be the same Tasmanian oak that the vanity is. That is going to be the bottom cabinets, and then our top cabinets is going to be white. Let's see if I can build this. I don't know, have you guys ever seen one of those boards where it's like they put all of their stuff down as a flat lay? Well, I'm going to do it holding it upright. Let's see if I can do it. So we've got this at the bottom, this at the top. This is our bench top. It's like an amazing, almost concretey kind of look, except that it's not polished like a normal bench top. It's called leather hone, so it's just like a little bit more textural, and it's called Elba White from Talostone. So let's go back to our little board thing. So we've got this so far, and then we've got, of course, brushed brass again. So that is the vibe. I'm very excited for it. And then this guy, this exact tile that I showed you before, is actually going to be our splashback. So it's going to be amazing, like just squares around all the things. I'm going to do that myself. I'm literally going to learn how to tile a splashback. So that's going to be a little project that will hopefully be easy. Probably won't be, but we'll see. The last sample I want to show you guys is our beautiful curtains. I think that I've used the word beautiful to describe everything, but it's how I feel. We're doing an S-bend curtain, so it's going to be full and lush, and this is like the sheer one that we're going with in the living room, which is the room that I'm in right now, and it is from DIY Blinds. It's the range Illusion Color Pearl, and it is sheer. And then we're going with the same one in the bedroom, but with a block out behind it, so there'll be like two curtains, and we can choose whether we want to make the room really dark and like block all the light out with this one, or if we just like want a bit of privacy and like still want the light to come in with this one. So DIY blinds give you the option of like literally doing DIY, like you install it. I haven't decided whether I'm going to install it or not. To be honest, I'm not sure what the difference in the cost is, but that could potentially be another fun DIY project. I've got lots of DIY projects that I'm doing with this. I'm going to be really skilled after this, so if anyone wants to hire me, that's, yeah, don't hire me. I have an actual job that isn't renovating. So yeah, that is all of the samples. I hope that that gives you guys a nice little taste for what is to come. I can't wait to show you all of the rooms, like all put together with all of the real products, like in their spots and like basically functioning, basically like at the end of the reno. Let me know what product was your favorite in the comments below. And of course, don't forget to like and subscribe, and cannot wait to show you what's next.